Seems awfully quiet here. I'm very cold. Don't know where I'm going exactly. Mommy? Daddy? Well, thus concludes the tour. Yeah! Woo-hoo! Something tells me that wasn't the way to go. I'm dead! Howdy folks, my name is Richie, aka Bog Otter, and I am doing a Edge of the Mist beta preview. I got invited to the new World vs. World beta thanks to my friends Inks and MIsts for helping me get an invite to the beta so I can show you guys what's going on in it. And this is, if you're not familiar, this is the new PvP map for World vs. World that's going in sometime this year, early this year. There's a, beta testing is almost over for this, and it's basically a place you can queue up directly. It's a brand new map. You can see it's, here are the internal battlegrounds and the borderlands, and it's off to the side here. You can always get into this because when it gets full, it'll actually create new slices. It'll be new overflow maps, and the scores and stuff like that that you rack up over here doesn't affect the overall big score for your server. However, you can compete in World vs. World. You can try to, let me bring up the scoreboard right here. You can see the Edge of the Mist has its own scoreboard, and the Mist Wars over here, and this is a test server, so there's nothing going on. But while you're waiting, or even if you prefer a smaller map and a different type of World vs. World environment, you can actually get your achievements in World vs. World. You could rank up your characters' World vs. World ranks here, and so you can actually work on World vs. World without actually being in the Mist War, if that makes sense at all. So it's perfect for when a new season comes up and you can't get in, but you still want to work on the achievements and go over tactics with buddies and have fun. You could just jump in the Edge of the Mists and play it. Now, I actually haven't run around this map, but you can see there are 3 sections, just like in the normal World vs. World. There's an Arctic kind of snowy section. I like how they chose that for me, since I'm a Norn. And yeah, it's perfect. Norn, snow, good. All right, and in here we have our keep, our sanctuary, and we also have a supply generator which generates resources directly for this. There's no kind of Doliac chain that goes through, and each of the sections also has an airship where you can kind of always port in your safe zone. And that's where we are right now. It's got vendors and different things and 2 ways off of it. And it also has like 3 kind of like objectives. This one has a forge, a bell tower, and a shrine. And these do different things when you capture them. You can actually, for example, this one you can turn in ice orbs to start crafting a kodan hammer, which is a really powerful weapon you can use in here. So this one summons the spirits of Koda, and this one summons the claw. The claw. All right, and up here we have the jungle. This is like they call it the overgrown section. And again, you have the keep, and you have an airship, and you have 3 objectives. This one's the observatory, and you can purchase sentry turrets to mark enemies on the map. And this one has another sanctuary red. So what is this one? Sanctuary green, sanctuary red. Are these the 3 objectives? Yeah, I guess they are. And this one you can use siege weapons, and this one you defeat elementals and power an altar with unstable magic. So this is an altar, a statuary, and an observatory, not a sanctuary. I read that totally wrong. So, and these names are all subject to change. These are just the beta names. And over here we have like the desert theme, and you have the keep here, which is now under attack. We might have to head that way. And you have the objectives: a workshop, an airport, and a worm tunnel. All right, near the center there are also supply generators. Again, these can help build your supply for your server, your keep. And there's also towers that are located more toward the center as well. So this is a stone gaze spire over here is a tower. There's Inferno Needle over here, and there's a third one if I can find it. Where are you? Oh, this one over here. The Perch. There's something specific I'd like to know. What am I supposed to do here? 3 teams are fighting, you silly sailor. I have another question. What type of how does my team win? Earn points. Duh. How do I get out of the Alright. Bye, Sky Captain. Bye. Alright, so we are going to saunter down. I like the redirector here. What do you do?
Victory at any cost.
Would you like to return to the lobby? Nah. We'd like to stay in here and play. Siege merchant.
Best prices.
Oh, okay, yeah, we'll buy a couple. Yeah. It's not my money. I'll just buy stuff. Why not? Yeah, that's fine. Good. Fantastic then. Oh, I can spend my badges as well. All right. So you got some vendors. I can buy a commander compendium. I can remaster my traits. I'm the master of the traits. I'm the stair master. All right, we come down off the airship. Let's see how. I don't know which way to go. What's the best way to go? We'll try climbing these stairs over here. So you can see the environment already. You know, very Kodan themed, very Arctic inspired. We've kind of covered that a bit. And you know, part of the reason why they wanted to do that is they want to break up the tile sets that they get to use. They get to use the deserty, you know, landscapes. They get to use different creatures instead of just guards, the same old guards all the time. Like, for example, this Kodan up here is one of the NPCs that stands there. So you get to fight a variety of different kind of creatures and stuff like that, which I think is cool for breaking up, you know, the monotony that sometimes happens. Just having a variety. Sometimes you'll be defending, you know, this Arctic, you know, fortress, and sometimes you'll be in the desert land. I think that's pretty cool. You also notice that they have carrots here. Arctic carrots. It's very important. So we're just going to check this out over here. We'll look, maybe we can head over to the forge. Now you can see I have this Coat of Flames debuff, right? Coda's Flame, it's down here, and it protects me against exposure to cold. And that's because I belong to the Kodan Sanctuary team. This is my side. And this castle, holding objectives increases snowfall, which damages invaders. So as invaders come in here, they actually have to capture some of these objectives so that they can lessen the impact of the blizzard. And eventually, if they deplete our resources, they can lower the damage that the blizzard does to them and ultimately take it over. Whereas anybody that's from my server gets protected from the blizzard. And each one of the castles or fortresses has a similar mechanic to it. So we'll head over here to Geordie LaForge. Alright, so there's the forge. Good forge. Can I actually get up inside of it, or I just look at it and say it's pretty? It's pretty! We can get up there. Because we're the best. I don't know why I'm not using my speed. My swiftness boosts. Alright, so we've got Champion Norge Force-Smith. What are you selling? Oh, yeah. Kodan's hammer. Alright. It's hammer time. I got an achievement already. Look at that. And, oh, I get to look like a Kodan, too? This is amazing. Alright, so we got Mace Smash or Face. Ice. Alright, alright, so the forge looks cool. Everybody see the forge? Yeah, yes, yes, yes. Forge is awesome. Yes, yes, yes. Interact with it. I don't know why what I just did. Maybe you can, defeat the Ice Imp and return the Ice Orb to the forgeman to craft hammers. Okay, so there are Ice Orbs, I guess, that you can kind of return here. But it seems the work has already been done for us, so all we get to do is play with the toys. Alright, swing the hammer. How long does this last? Do we know? Incoming damage decreased. Nice. Alright, and we get Shockwave. Ice Shockwave. Nice. 3 is Freezing Rush. Slide forward and blast the area. Wee-aw! And a Wall of Ice. Aha, you can't cross. You shall not pass! And Frozen Shield forms a protective bubble. That's a large bubble that protects you against projectiles. Except when you run away from it. Like I just did. Alright, so that's the forge. Let's run across the ramparts. I don't have any siege on me. Siege on me! When you're not strong, you'll run out of siege. But you are a polar bear. And I shouldn't sing. Ever! That's what everybody's... My retention on this video just dropped. Sorry. Alright, so we head over to this section. This is the supply generator and the bell tower, where we can channel our inner Quasimodo. Let's jump down here. See, I want to put my war horn back on so I can Oh, it's a lot less snowy here. The bell tower, for who the bell tower tolls. Ring bells to summon the spirits of the Kodo. How do I ring the bells? Ring the bells. I want bells, they go dong, bells, they go dong. Doesn't seem to be a lot of people around. It's very, very quiet. Alright, so we'll just take a quick look over here. There is our supply generator. Actually, we're going to do more than just take... Oh, an instant blizzard once you hit this area. So I guess this is where you would be taking massive amounts of damage. I like the veteran ice elemental guardian. That's awesome. It's protected. Take supply. Alright, now I got supply. Taking supply. Taking supply. I know, I promised I wouldn't sing anymore, but I lied. So, we'll cross this bridge when we come to it. And we'll jump down and see if we can ring the bells from down there. Yeah! Ow. Faceplant. Champion Kodan bell ringer. You do nothing. Good day, sir. Alright. There's a gate over there. So that's how you get in. Alright, well, I can't ring the bell. Sorry. Shall we go over and take a gander at the shrine? The shrine. And they called it a shrine. A shrine. Alright, and that will conclude our tour of the Arctic Winterland keep thingy. Or what do they call it? Thunder Hollow, of course. Oh, that's a cool little cave area. I bet you can fall there and die very easily. I know that there is lots of areas where you can knock people to their death. Which is fun. This would be a really fun area to defend. Oh, I can ring this bell. Yes. For whom the bear tolls. Wasn't I just saying that before? But I said bell. See what they did there? Getting achievements left and right. Alright. What do we got at the shrine? What do we do here? The voice. Champion Kodo. Oh, he looks awesome. Look at him. I love the claw. I love the voices and the claws. Alright, so there's a shrine. Shrine to Kodan. Or bear. Bear shrine. Cool. Alright. There's not a lot going on in my keep. This was the tour. So there are little bridges and stuff to get around to the back to get to our keep. Did we get inside of our keep? We did not, right? Let's see if we can sneak our way in there. I don't know which way to go. Bear with me here. Bear with me. Bear! Get it? Bear with me. There we go. This is it. Alright, so we'll try to get to our sanctuary, our keep, our Thunder Hollow thingamaplace. Now, while I'm heading up here, I'd like to hear in the feedback section below, you know, those of you who follow my channel, you know that I'm not a huge World vs. World player. And I'm really interested to hear from the World vs. World community or people that are heavily involved in it. What do you think of this whole map experience? I mean, aesthetically it looks cool, and you know we're showing off what it kind of looks like. But you know, in terms of a new map, is this kind of what you expected? Do you like that it's, you know, gonna help with the queue times in World vs. World and at least allow you to level up your character, rank up your World vs. World, do achievements and stuff in here while you wait? Do you like that you can actually do World vs. World type activities when you're trying to get into the map proper? Or, you know, what is your feedback on it? What are your concerns? I'd love to hear about it in the comment field below. Alright, so here we go. We've got Thunder Hollow. This is what you're going to be protecting. So we've got a supply depot, a sky captain. He's just a hologram. Here's our Kodan chieftain. He's just waiting there. He's like, come on, bring it. I'm ready. Okay, we do have a waypoint here. My Mesmer. This is my Mesmer here. She's not always going to be here, guys. When the beta's over, my Mesmer probably will not be in this position. But wherever I go, she goes. My Mesmer and me like to climb up a tree. Sorry. A lot of singing in this video. Okay. So, I feel like I have given the tour of the Arctic Fortress. Now, I might not be able to get great pictures of the other maps because I don't control the areas, but we'll see what we can do in future videos. Please like, favorite, and subscribe to the channel so you can be notified when future videos are released. And I hope everybody has a fantabulous day, and I'll see you next time. Take care.